Hey there, Captain Mutant here. Oh, I've been waiting for this car for a long time. Back in October 2019, LEGO ran a Build a Vintage Car contest, and the winner was this fancy 1950s style convertible in luscious teal. And finally, it was released as a gift with purchase in early January of this year, over a year later. Aside from the surfboards being lower and the chrome pieces being replaced with medium stone grey ones, it looks like a pretty faithful reproduction. But enough chatting, let's get building. The chassis is built with standard plates, and you'll see lots of parts in teal for the first time, like those wheel arches. The rear of the vehicle is built first. Oh, by the way, there's a couple of Easter eggs in the stickered license plate. A and M are the initials of the winner of the contest and the LEGO designer who worked on the model respectively. And 0937, well, that looks like LEGO when viewed upside down. There are a few unusual building techniques. The first one is how the rear side curve is constructed, with pieces placed upside down, followed by the rounded fin on either side connected to the brake lights. The white edge of the canopy is then completed, and we then move on to the driver and passenger sections. The backrest is a separate construction, and I particularly like the white divider between the two seats, although it's only held by a single stud and is prone to moving a lot. The large piece used for the canopy is again a first in teal. We then move on to the hood and the doors. They unsurprisingly don't open, but are interestingly made up of wall elements attached on their side. Then it's time for the fender, which is built in two sections to give it a pretty unique and satisfying look. The hood is then finished, and I very much like the use of an ice skate as a hood ornament. The windscreen is again built in an unusual way. It's attached at an angle by its top studs. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. It's quite original and is held down well. The surfboards are then placed on either side. They were supposed to give a curved feel to the top of the car, at least that's how it was in the original submission, but they're lower now, and they actually look more like, well, surfboards attached to the side. The finished vehicle looks pretty striking. Yes, there had to be changes for stability and robustness, but I'm okay with all of the design decisions, except one, the surfboards. Not only do they not achieve the purpose that the original creator wanted them for, but they're also held loosely and fall off way too easily. It really is the only downside of this build. The set also comes with two minifigs. A man wearing a Newberry jacket, and he supports his local team, the Squids. And when you think about it, it's definitely a team I should support myself. The woman feels like she stepped right out of the 1950s with her fancy black leather jacket and pink sunglasses, and she also has an alternative facial expression. Overall, the car is really nice, the color is great, the minifigs are a welcome addition, and I'm very impressed that there's just enough room for both of them to fit in the car side by side. There's a lot of interesting and somewhat complex building techniques. This is definitely not your 4+ LEGO City car. It will make a fine addition down any collector's LEGO street, and whether you keep the surfboards or mod it to remove them is entirely up to you. I'm giving it 3.5 tentacles. The vintage car was available for free with any order over £85, but it seems they've sadly already run out of them. The nightmare of the gift with purchase scheme. But that's all I have for today. Did you manage to get your hands on one yourself? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll speak to you next time.